I am Coach LaShanta, and I'm so grateful that you have joined me. Today, we are solving and graphing inequalities. Inequalities are solved similarly to how we solve equations. The only difference is that we have an inequality sign or symbol instead of an equal sign. So let's get started. In the first example, we have 3x minus 12 is less than 3. We'll begin isolating the variable x by adding 12 to each side of the inequality. These 12s cancel, and we are left with 3 plus 12 is 15. So we've got 3x is less than 15. Next, we will divide each side by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. They cancel, and we're left with x is less than 5. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So this is our answer. We'll begin graphing the inequality by drawing a number line. You want to be sure to include arrows on either end of the number line to show that the number line is infinite on each side. So we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And I like to go just a little bit past 0 to -1 to show that the number line is infinite. Because we're using a less than symbol, we are going to use a open circle. This shows that 5 is the boundary, but it's not included in the solution. And we shade in all of the values that are less than 5. And this is what our graph looks like. So to test or check our answers, we would simply substitute 5 into the original equation. It would look like this. We're going to use an equal sign because we're testing the boundary. We're going to change the less than sign to an equal sign. And 15 minus 12 equals 3. 15 minus 12 is 3 equals 3. This is correct. All right. And we would do the same thing by choosing a different value and substituting it into the original equation. I'm going to use 4 because that's the value that's less than 5. 12 minus 12 is less than 3. 12 minus 12 is 0, and 0 is less than 3, and the solution is correct. So I'm happy with, I know that my answers are correct because the inequality statement or an inequality equation is true with both of those checks. All right, so next we'll go to 6 plus 5 times the quantity 2 minus x is less than or equal to 41. And we will start by getting rid of these parentheses. We'll use the distributive property, and we'll distribute the 5 to the 2 and the negative x. So simplifying, we have 6 plus 10. 5 times 2 is 10. And 5 times negative x is negative 5x. And that is less than or equal to 41. Continuing to simplify, we will combine our like terms. 6 plus 10 is 16. Minus 5x is less than or equal to 41. Subtract 16 from each side to isolate our variable. These cancel, and this simplifies to negative 5x is less than or equal to 25. Now, a reminder that when we divide or multiply inequalities with a negative number, it changes the direction of the inequality sign. So here we're dividing negative 5x by negative 5, which cancels, and we have x is now greater than or equal to negative 5. Because we divided by negative 5, any negative number would change the direction of the inequality sign. So we will continue by graphing this inequality. Draw your number line and any number greater than negative 5. In this example, we have x is greater than or equal to. So when we graph our inequality, we will use a closed circle to show that all of the numbers greater than negative 5 are indeed included in this solution. We would do the same check as we did in the first example here to show that the inequality statement is true. The next example, 3x minus 6 is less than 27. We'll begin with adding 6 to each side of the inequality. These 6's cancel. And we have 3x is less than 33. Divide each side by 3. That side cancels. And x is less than 11. We do not have a negative sign, so the direction of the inequality doesn't change. To graph this inequality, you draw your number line. So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, So this is less than, so open circle to show that 11 is the boundary, and then we shade in all of the values that are less than 11. All right, and then our last example, we have 12 is greater than or equal to 2 times the quantity, 3n plus 1 plus 22. And we simplify. Anytime you see parentheses, it is screaming start here. So we have 12 is greater than or equal to 6n plus 2 plus 22. 12 is greater than or equal to 6n plus 24. We will subtract 24 from each side. These cancel. So we have 12 minus 24, which is negative 12, is greater than or equal to 6n. We'll divide each side by positive 6. And we have negative 2 is greater than or equal to n. And when we draw our number line, we will start with negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. And it's greater than or equal to, so our circle is going to be closed. And we shade in all values that are greater than negative 2. I hope this is helpful. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this content. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. You can follow me on all platforms at Scholar Metrics, and I'll see you next time. Bye.